Hi Team Inspirers, this is me Roshni, and a part of the post that I bring to you guys on every Tuesday and every Thursday. I'm bringing to you this time on how you can get started on LinkedIn. So my last post was on, if you haven't already, it was about how to create a killer LinkedIn profile. And in this post, I want to kind of have that continuity and take you from how, if you have created a good LinkedIn profile, what you could do to get actually started on LinkedIn. So here are a few pointers that I have in mind. So number one, what I would say is definitely have a great and a LinkedIn comprehensive, like a very comprehensive LinkedIn profile. Think how you can maximize the information your profile provides in 7 to 10 seconds of viewing. And my last post definitely goes over that. So what I'm trying to tell you over here is that when you are making a LinkedIn profile, make sure that you in within 7 to 10 seconds you can give a lot of information to the person who is viewing your profile, and at the same time the person finds something intriguing to stay at on your profile. LinkedIn is all about getting more profile views. You're not no longer actually having just a resume, which is kind of just a monologue or basically a kind of a dialogue. Here you could have a multi-log. You can actually talk to so many people, and just the way, for example, people on Google and kind of try to fight for the real estate of being on the top of the page, because that's where people click the most. It is the same over here. This is what you actually have to do. The profile that gets the most views would also be able to kind of get more opportunities and be seen by the HRs or people who are the decision makers. So make sure you have a very good profile and use some of the pointers that I had listed in my post, and also I explained that in my video on IG, so that is something that you might want to look to. Second is grow your network. Now, when you are starting out, it's very hard for you guys to kind of find your, find your people, find your network, find your connections and all of that stuff. And so that's the reason I highly suggest that, you can sync your contacts on LinkedIn using your email address, or even uploading a CSV file which has all the email addresses. So I have posted these links on my comment section as well, and it kind of tells you like how you can add more contacts and as well as manage sync contacts, or sync contacts by using LinkedIn. You can also import, which is this is something which is so interesting. You can import your mobile address book and sync your phone contacts on the LinkedIn mobile app. You could do this by using this, and also at the same time you can send invitations from your mobile address book. So these are some interesting things that LinkedIn has done for you guys to make your process of finding people, for finding, like, growing your network and making it easier for you. So make use of that. I have posted these links over here as well, just so that you guys can use it easily. Now this is where I felt, this is what I feel needs a lot of in-depth in-depth explanation, and that is actually the reason I thought, like, okay, I should kind of do this recording on my computer rather than doing it on my phone. So what I was trying to explain, when you are trying to grow your network, you have to find, where you could find a chunk of audience or chunk of people or chunk of connections to whom you can easily connect on a common ground. So what I suggest over here is go to your university page. For example, I am a UT Dallas student. So I am going to go to my university page. If I were just starting out at UT Dallas again, I would go to my university page, I would go to the alumni page, and I would just write 2019 or 2018, whatever I want, and I would filter out people according to that. And even more, if I want to write, let's say, YLS, I would filter out people on that, and then just kind of basically, start connecting with these people. Let's say I'm just trying something out right now which came to my mind. This, because I put over here, I feel like digital communication would be in the profile of these people, and digital communication was one of the subjects that we had studied. So I don't know if it's gonna be like that. I just want to make sure that this is how it is. Let's say UT Dallas. Has he mentioned the subjects somewhere? Anyways, I'm gonna look into that. I don't know why I felt so. Okay, I was just trying to write like, maybe because it took digital communication or something from in these profiles, it should be there, and just kind of like narrow it down to what you want to, which field you want to connect to, and kind of start connecting with people. And that's how I actually think. Like the way you saw, right? How I was trying to find people, like by writing different stuff. This is what I want you to guys to do. I want you guys to play around with LinkedIn. Think of it as a fun tool. Think of it as like, don't think of like an intimidating thing, or don't give yourself a very intimidating goal of like, oh, I want to make connections, or I want to do this and I want to figure this out and all that stuff. Just ease it out and just play around with it, see what it has, what does this really mean. Like LinkedIn helper, this is there. What are the other contents on LinkedIn that I can actually get help on. There are so many things over here that you could kind of get information from. So I want you to have that feeling with LinkedIn. Just ease it out and see what it has. Okay, anyways, coming back to this. So, you can filter out people on basis of where they live, on where they work. Let's say you want to you want to connect with people who are working who studied at University of Texas at Dallas and graduated in 2019 and are working at Apple. So you could kind of connect with people who are working at Apple, as you could see. And let's say there was another thing as well over here. Yeah, next. So what they do, you can kind of filter out people on the basis of that, what they studied. You could filter out people on the basis of, what their major was and what are their skill sets, and how are you connected, like how many people you have from the Apple or wireless or something like that. So, and make sure that you have the more first and second degree connections as much as possible. So yes, that's what I would suggest. Okay, and this is very useful if you use it correctly, because you could kind of just make connections with the help of that. Then you can actually go to the videos and you could see that there's not a lot of engagement, and so you can easily kind of connect and contact these people who are commenting, or kind of get to know them, or even interact with them. Whoever is interacting over there, just kind of like start talking to them, these people, right? Like you have these people who, this, when they're commenting, which basically means they are active, and why not kind of capitalize on that. So that's what I would suggest. And yeah, so this is one of the pointers that I mentioned. Like you could go to the alumni tab and you could do so many things with that. Coming back to the other point, the coolest thing on that page is at the end you can see how many first degree connections you have, and you might want to work on making more first degree connections. I highly suggest to be more active, participate in discussions on these pages, or even better, instigate one. Exactly, you can just, because now if you're planning to work in this university, or planning to study in this university, you could kind of just what do you say, post something and tag UT Dallas, and then kind of ask these questions. Can you imagine, these are the number of followers over here. So these are the number of people that you can get connected to. So make use of that. Likewise, follow the company pages you're interested in working for. They too have a people tab, and you could initiate the conversation with them in a similar way. I highly suggest to choose your university from where they study tab and strike a conversation with them. If your school is not listed, you can even add it. This is something I found really interesting. Like I was trying to go to Google, and like I was just trying to see how Google has. Google has a really interactive LinkedIn profile. So I highly suggest you guys check that out and go to people over there, and where they studied, like and where they studied, see if your university is there or not. UT Dallas is not there. So what I did was I just tried to add like University of Texas at Dallas. Tyler, I didn't know that. Okay, so go to that. I have to end this as soon as possible. Okay, because I have a limit. And just go to that, and then once you go to that, you would be able to see people who are from UT Dallas and who are engineers working over there, or in your field. You can even write the title over there. So it's kind of similar to what I said in the university page, but just trying to focus on the fact that when you're trying to connect to someone new, just make sure that you have some common grounds to initiate a conversation with. And then they have videos, so comment on the videos, connect with these people who are commenting or liking. like and then strike a conversation. Hey, I really like your comment on this post, or I see that you liked this post, and that's how I got to, I feel we have a common ground over there, and I would like to connect with you. So something like that. And golden nuggets, start commenting or even making better or making posts. Start seeing your feed. Now, this is something I wanted to kind of explain in depth, which is about how should you use LinkedIn when you're just starting out. So let's say you go to a social dinner and there are people who are talking. Maybe these are the people that you're meeting for the first time, but they strike a conversation on a topic that is interesting to you. Let's say you are interested in cricket, or someone like me who is interested in making like content or kind of meeting influencers or something like that. And if somebody strikes a conversation that, hey, I'm going to be hosting this thing, and I'm like, okay, so how did you host that, or how did you plan for it, and all of that stuff. So if somebody is talking about something that is interesting to you, you go ahead and, like, when you are in a social setup, when you are in a dinner table, you actually go and give your inputs. Or even like, if these people are not new, let's say if these people are the people that you know, then you definitely go ahead and give your inputs. This is how you should treat LinkedIn as well. If you see a post that you find interesting, consider it as somebody who is at a dinner table, who you know or who you don't know, doesn't matter, but is speaking out to you, because that person, when somebody posts something, they are ready to be approachable. That's the reason they have put that thing out there. So consider that, and then start commenting with them and start, like, interacting with them. Don't, when you comment with something, don't just comment for the sake of like just writing thanks. Be more specific or be more engaging. How do you be engaging? You ask a question. You just don't like you don't hit a dead end. You ask something so that the conversation keeps going. And of course, should not take it too forward. Like, you should not kind of, like, don't be so elastic that you kind of hit dead ends after that. But try to engage in a conversation and end it when you feel that, okay, now this is I have commented 2-3 times and I want to end it after that. So what I'm trying to tell you over here is that work on increasing your profile views. I can't stress enough on this fact, which is where I started from the video from, and I want you guys to focus on increasing your profile views. That's my that's actually the way to increase your opportunities. I have to edit that. Okay, so this is what I would suggest to you guys. Increase your profile views and make sure that you have as many people coming to your profile as possible. Find different ways of increasing your profile views, and this is how it would be so easy for you to get a job or get that opportunity that you're looking for, get that visibility that you're looking for. Sorry, excuse me. So let me know what you think. And I had such amazing comments on my Instagram when I posted this, and I really like and thrive on engagement. So I would definitely appreciate if you let me know what you think about this, and if this was helpful, like sharing content in this kind of a way. And I have made a playlist over here on my YouTube, which is where I'm going to be posting all my Tuesday and Thursday videos. My Instagram channel is like that. I was trying to see something over here, that's why. So this is my Instagram channel, and you can connect with me over there, because that's where I share a lot of questionnaires, and I ask people of what they want to hear or what they want me to make a post on. Hope to see you guys, hope you like this content, and hope to see you guys soon in one of my coming webinars. Bye.